Trio Association. How are you doing? It is November, and this is Matt Bisek once again, your Executive Director with a monthly update. First and foremost, I want to start off covering something that I talked about at our state meeting at NAIOP and virtually, but I just want to make sure it is out there for the masses. Recently, if you have seen it, the state of California, at least the Cal State universities, got a waiver confirmed by the U.S. Department of Education, which allows them to waive the documentation status on their application requests for their programs. So what we did, due to our improved relationships with the Higher Ed Commission, HEC, within the state, we worked with COE to get some copies of the latest application due date for that waiver and got a copy of California's application. And OTA worked with HEC, and we got a submission turned in October to waive the documentation status for all TRIO programs in Oregon. So what this would mean is if the U.S. Department of Education approves this request, we should be able to waive the documentation question and served all undocumented students in all of our programs as long as they are 24 years or younger. That is one of the stipulations in the grant request. So we will not know whether or not this is official yet until we are into December, once we hear back from the Department of Education, but I just want to keep everyone up to date about this exciting news, and hopefully an opportunity we'll be able to provide to all of our students starting very soon here. Now, just for some quick updates on upcoming deadlines and things that are happening in the world of OTA. The Last Mile Scholarship, the due date is coming up here in November 18th. That is a Friday. That is the due date to submit that application. If you would like to learn some information about how the selection process goes and hear from those folks who review those applications, you are free to join us on November 9th to get an informational call and learn more about the behind the scenes that takes place there. That call will also be recorded and available online for your viewing pleasure if you can't make the live call. With all these calls, I'm going to say here, they all have been sent out to the listserv, so hopefully you have an invite waiting for you either in your inbox or potentially even in your spam inbox. You may want to check for that as well, but I'll also have links to that in the email that goes out with this. Similarly, with the CIEE Summer Abroad for the high school programs, if you want to learn some more information about the student application process and what goes into that, we are having an informational call on November 14th. Myself is going to be on there. We're going to have a professional from CIEE talking about the process. We're also going to have some student alumni who went with us last summer to Cape Town, as well as an advisor who helped them along in their process, both application and all the paperwork in the lead up to actually leaving to go abroad. So if you work with high school students and anybody has a desire to go abroad to either Morocco or Ireland next summer, please have them join that call, learn some information, answer some questions, and once again, that recording will be available as well. I also want to announce I'm going to be sending out this week the information to apply for the OTA Fellowship. If you are unfamiliar with this, we have an alumni who serves on the OTA board, and we also look to bring alumni with us to Washington, D.C. when we go to the COE policy seminar and talk with our legislators in D.C. We also often look to bring alumni to our professional development conference that we do here internally in the States. So the OTA Fellowship is kind of a combination of all of those things, as well as giving this individual committee of folks who can help them maybe work on a project or event or some initiative that they would like to see take place within the TRIO realm. So that application is live, and the due date is going to be the end of November, the 30th. So current students who have been an alumni of previous programs can apply. If it is just a straight up alumni of your program who's already graduated and is out in the workforce, they are welcome to apply and serve as a fellow. And we are also open to current TRIO employees who are an alumni themselves serving on the board. So more information about that program can be found on our website. But once again, it is a free trip to Washington, D.C. to be our alumni representative for our legislators, a paid trip to our professional development conference, as well as a $1,000 cash reward at the end for completing your term of service and being a board member for us. And last but not least, I know we've been promoting the Student Advisory Board. So once again, looking for all of the college programs, SSS McNair, to have at least one student participating in this program. These individuals will help be an advisory board to give OTA information and just that student perspective so we can better serve our populations. But also there's going to be a lot of professional development and some workshops included in this as well that'll be really beneficial for those students. Great networking opportunities to meet students from other programs, as well as a paid trip to both go to Salem around time of our SLC for an in-person workshop, as well as a reception at the end for completing the 6-month program. So if you have any students who are interested, we have extended the deadline. It is going to be more on an ongoing basis at this point. Marilyn, who is taking the lead on this, who is our event coordinator with our VISTA program, is interviewing students who have applied already, and will be filling those positions. Again, there's only one spot available for each grant that is in the state, but if you do not think you've had a student apply yet, she's going to be reaching out and just encouraging programs to get students to apply to this amazing opportunity. The final deadline for this is actually going to be December 16th, but as I said, she's going to be interviewing students and starting to fill those roles at an ongoing basis now, as the initial deadline was the end of October. So if you have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me or Marilyn, and we'll be happy to get you more information. So we are already into November. This is pretty wild. I know this time of year gets pretty busy with various vacations and holidays, but if you have any questions at all or need any support, OTA is here for you. I appreciate those of you who watch these videos, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks.